Welcome to the 2021 Waddy Awards.
I'm your host, Anna Simone George.
And I'm your host, Ben Sosa Wright.
The Waddies are Wattpad's annual celebration of storytelling.
We're here to celebrate the talented writers and cover designers who make Wattpad such a creative, entertaining, and inspiring place.
We saw entries in 10 languages in 12 genres and submissions from virtually every corner of the world.
Corner? I didn't know the world was a square.
You need to read.
I should read.
Yeah.
Ooh, speaking of reading, I know every single category for today's show.
Well, what are they?
Well, number one, we've got hottest author.
Ooh, I heard that there was best paragraph.
Best paragraph. I heard hottest paragrh as well.
Oh, I used hottest word use.
Steamiest sentence.
Ooh, steamiest book cover.
Steamiest use of italics.
Oh!
Uh-oh. Yeah, this just in, the Waddy Situation Room has informed us that there are in fact real categories that we have to talk about.
Oh.
Right.
Well.
Okay, let's stick to the script, I guess.
Okay.
Reading offers us an epic opportunity to escape from the real world and let our imaginations run wild. From mystical faraway lands to utopian futures and creaturific worlds that exist right underneath our noses. Wattpadders know how to build the most engaging scenes with just their minds and a keyboard.
The Waddy Award for Most Engaging World goes to a story featuring rich world building that truly immerses the reader.
To present the award for Most Engaging World, we're going to hear from one of our very own world-building stars, whose story, The Canefield Killer, captured readers and took home the Storysmiths Award at the 2018 Waddies.
This writer was also a host for this year's Writers Connects conference. So which story features the most engaging world? Let's find out.
Hi, I'm Rodney, also known as I Am Rodney V. Smith on Wattpad. I'm thrilled to be here to present the award for Most Engaging World. And the Waddy goes to The Sable Spy by Nichi Kitsune. The Sable Spy overall has an incredibly original plot, wonderful characters, drama, and action that keeps readers on the edge of their seats. It's a world that is clearly influenced by the histories of nations from around the world, which lends the story a fantastical and unique element, without being overly complex. The judges loved how they were able to discover the setting through the perspective of the characters, and they completely lost themselves in this delightful story. Congrats, Nichi Kitsune. Over to you.
Thank you, Ronnie. Hi, I'm Nixie. I'm the author of The Sable Spy, and I'd just like to say thank you to all the people who have supported me on my writing journey. My family, my friends, my teachers, and every reader I've met on my way who has encouraged me to follow my dreams. I never thought when I started I could get here, and now here I am, and I'm still honestly in a state of disbelief. To all my fellow young writers out there, remember to never give up and just keep writing. You don't know the heights you can reach, and you'll never know unless you try. Thank you.
That was so inspiring.
So inspiring, I'm inspired to start writing my own novel right now.
Plot twist, he won't.
She's right, I won't.
Well, the best stories have wild twists and turns that you never could have seen coming. Sometimes they lead us to an ending that you were hoping for or weren't hoping would ever happen.
Ultimately, these surprises keep us coming back for more. We just can't help ourselves. They're exciting, inventive, and we stay obsessing over what will come next.
The Waddy Award for Biggest Twist is given to a story that shocked our judges with a twist they didn't see coming.
To present the award for Biggest Twist is a Wattpadder whose story, The Devil's Match, won a 2020 Waddy.
It was a wild ride of a paranormal rom-com in which the ruler of hell becomes a matchmaker for a commitment phobe. Where do I sign up?
Honey, it's called Tinder. Let's bring out the presenter for the biggest twist. Ready when you are.
Hi, I'm Saul, and I write under the username The Realist Potato on Wattpad. I'm so excited to present an award category close to my heart, Biggest Twist. And the award goes to The Key to Anchor Lake by Lydia Hapsibar. The Key to Anchor Lake pulls you in as a mystery while also hooking you on the developing character dynamics and relationships within the story. You get really wrapped up in the character development, and then suddenly are reminded, wait a minute, there is something sinister happening. This is a spoiler-free zone, but let's just say the final half of the book was a roller coaster that our judge's heart may never recover from, and it's the best feeling ever. Let's bring Lydia Hapsibar in to accept the award.
Thanks, Soul. I am so excited to have won a Waddy Award. I can't believe it. I've been on Wattpad for nearly 10 years now, so to have this recognition, it's just so heartwarming, and it really makes me feel great about my writing. I've wanted to be an author ever since I was like 6 years old, and coming up for 26 now, so nearly 2 decades of working on that goal. So to have one of my books recognized by Wattpad, especially when it's growing so much at the moment, and there are so many exciting opportunities coming out of Wattpad, that just makes me feel incredible. And especially to win the biggest plot twist award, like that blows my mind. I never thought I would be able to write a mystery book, and here I've written one and it's been recognized for the Watties, which it just makes me feel so good. And yeah, I'm so excited to have won, especially when plot twists are such an important part of a mystery book and something that I never thought I would be able to write and get away with. And now I've won a plot twist award. So that's incredible. I'm so grateful to everyone at Wattpad. So thank you so much.
That was so inspiring. Writing at the age of 6?
I can't even fathom that. She figured out a great plot twist, and I can't even figure out how to tie my shoes.
Well, it's hard to come up with a totally unique idea for a story.
Disagree. I have plenty of ideas for bestsellers just waiting to pop out of me.
Let me hear him.
Okay, so I have an idea about a little British boy, chic little scar on his forehead, a lightning bolt perhaps, gets recruited to a wizarding academy.
What?
They're sorted into different houses. One's a mean one, smart one, dumb one, brave one.
Okay, I have
Okay.
one. Okay, there's this lady, right?
Okay,
There's
love
this
it.
girl, young woman, okay?
Right.
She meets this guy, he's poor. They're from like some region we don't know yet, okay?
Okay.
He has a flying carpet and he has a monkey.
And a monkey.
She's a princess.
Oh,
He's
hold on.
a-
I'm sorry. The Waddy Situation Room is contacting us once again to let us know these books already exist? Doesn't sound right to me.
Suing.
Suing for plagiarism. Got it.
Anyways, all the more reason to celebrate a writer who really nails that perfect story hook.
Gotcha.
They really changed the game for the storytelling world.
Some of the most popular stories on Wattpad and beyond were born from ideas that no one else had ever thought of before.
The Waddy Award for Catchiest Hook is given to a story that builds off an idea that judges found fresh, imaginative, and totally exciting.
And here to present this award is one writer whose story hook, In Bear in Sheep's Clothing, captured judges, winning her a Waddy in the science fiction category.
Her story features a superhero and supervillain who had to work together to take down the corrupt leader of a hero society.
Ugh, I love when heroes and villains collide.
Kind of like us.
Like us indeed. Who's who, we'll never tell.
So let's find out who won.
Hi, I'm Lydia, aka Lydia Nunes on Wattpad. Ready to find out who took home Catchiest Hook? The award goes to Plague Doctor's Daughter by R.S. Kovacs. The Plague Doctor's Daughter is a story richly drawn from history, with a twist. Turning the pandemic narrative as we know it on its head, this was a one-of-a-kind reimagining of the Black Death with a spread of zombie-like horror that feels both otherworldly and perfectly at home in this deeply gripping story. Congrats, R.S. Kovacs. Over to you.
Thank you so much for that amazing introduction. And thank you to the Waddy's judges for choosing my story for this award. You know, after 8 years of being on Wattpad, I've tried writing in pretty much every genre, and I've found that historical fiction is tricky in finding the right balance between accuracy and entertainment. But Venice is one of my favorite places in the world, so I wanted to do it justice. I am so honored for this recognition from Wattpad for a story that is very near and dear to me, and I hope it leads to more of you checking it out. Happy reading.
I would trust that woman with my life, and I'm an incredible judge of character.
Well, speaking of being a good judge of character, our next category celebrates what really makes a story, other than the plot and the setting.
Which is, of course, the characters. I can think of so many characters that I've become obsessed with over the years, including myself.
Okay, rude. These are the personalities we fall in love with in the pages of every single Wattpad story. They're people, animals, and creatures who tug on our heartstrings and make us long to know them in real life.
The Waddy Award for Best Character is given to a story that features characters who resonated with Waddy's judges and made them root for them every step along the way.
To present the award for Best Characters, we're going to hear from one of the Wattpad masters of character building himself.
Last year, this writer's story, Running from the Past, I've done that before, won a Waddy in the Young Adult category.
It's a passionate, breathtaking, and sometimes heartbreaking story of a trans boy in high school who catches the eye of the track team captain.
Ooh, hot. Let's find out who won.
Hi, I'm Hudson, and I write under the username Hudson Miller on Wattpad. Let's find out who took home the award for Best Character. Drumroll please, and the award goes to All That Remains by Worlds From My Window. All That Remains is a powerful and nuanced portrayal of how trauma can haunt and shape a person. The protagonist's resilience, despite all the hardships she's had to endure, was courageous and inspiring. Now here is World from My Window to accept this award.
Thank you. I really want to thank all of you for creating a space where writers like me are given an opportunity such as this one. I am really grateful for everyone who gave my book a chance and has supported me. I wrote this book, All That Remains, during a dark part of my life. I never planned on releasing it or having anyone read it until one day, out of curiosity, just decided to publish it here on Wattpad, just to see if anyone has gone through something similar. The response was overwhelming, and I was blown away with how many people connected to my story. I wrote this story 6 years ago, and although I still live with it, I want everyone to know it does get better. I want my book to help people and let them know they aren't alone and their feelings are valid. You are so much stronger than you think you are. And with that, thank you so much for this. I really appreciate it.
That gave me full body chills.
Me too. The next category is near and dear to my heart as someone who identifies as a visual artist.
Oh my god, me too. Yes, graphic design is also my passion.
Well, perfect, because I have a game. I'm gonna draw something and you have to guess what award category it is.
Oh my goodness, let's do it.
Okay, perfect. Close your eyes.
Okay, on it. I'm great at this game. We're gonna win. Folks in the comments, help me out. Help me win this crown.
Go ahead.
Okay, already I'm getting deep dish pizza.
You're close.
Just a regular square pizza.
You're close.
A casket.
Closer.
A pool floatee.
Okay, you're off.
I'm way off. I'm bad at this game. I'm
You're
sorry.
super off. It is obviously a cover for Best Cover Award presented by Canva.
Okay, this makes sense. Anna Simone, I'd recommend you get a Canva subscription because this drawing was bad.
Okay, all right. Well, our friends at Canva are fast asleep in Manila in Australia, but they sent us this snazzy video to introduce our talented winners.
Ooh.
Hey guys, my name is Yula Aralio and I'm one of the judges from Canva. We're so excited to share with you
the winners of the Waddies 2021 Best Cover.
Judging a book by its cover is not as easy as it sounds, especially when it comes from such promising writers and designers like you. Here are our considerations for this award.
Composition. Is there attention to detail, visual hierarchy, and legibility?
Are the Canva assets utilized well?
Relevance. Does the design give a sneak peek into the premise of the story and genre?
Does it communicate this well?
Design flair.
Is there a distinct look to the design? Is it eye-catching and attention-grabbing? Here are the winners. Blood on the Boardwalk by Donna Taylor. One of our judges, Chelsea, commented,
"This cover is so well balanced. The contrasting bright colors are a great juxtaposition to the dark scene and mood of the story. We also love the use of canvas text effects
to give the cover that extra pop." Next is Out of the Woods by Jordan Verona.
Good choice of color combinations and visual style.
I'm glad that the designer curated canvas graphics and elements pretty well. Up next is Hell Hath No Fury by Nick Brock.
One of our judges, Roma, commented there is a creative use of negative space. I love how it really sets the scene for the story.
And up next is Mask of Celibacy by Carolyn Hill.
One of our judges, Katie, commented, really clever use of imagery and using that white tear effect as a mask in this design.
I love how this designer has really utilized canvas elements to make a strong and well-considered cover.
Next is Asterism by Magical Menagerie. One of our judges, Chelsea, commented, sometimes simple is more, and this is a great example. This design has a great visual balance and element harmony.
It's sure to stand out.
Congratulations to all of the winners!
Once again, my name is Yula from Canva, and I hope that you create wonderful stories through Wattpad and Canva.
Thanks, Canva. Look at those cute covers.
I couldn't agree more. From the very beginning, Wattpad has been all about you, the readers and writers who make our community what it is.
And we know that you, the readers, care about supporting your favorite storytellers. That's what this online world is all about, supporting you and helping make your dream of becoming a paid writer a reality.
The Paid Stories Award is given to 3 stories our team has chosen to launch into our Paid Stories program in 2022. The winning writers will be able to earn money for getting their work on Wattpad. Getting paid for your art? Wish I can relate.
Let's hear from Wattpad's very own Sarah to find out which stories you'll be able to support with your coins next year.
Hi, I'm Sarah and I work as a Content Operations Associate at Wattpad HQ. Today, I'm here to announce the 3 stories the Paid Stories team has chosen to receive the Paid Stories Prize, which means that they will launch into our Paid Stories program in 2022, where the winning writers will be able to earn money for their work on Wattpad. And the first story receiving the Paid Stories Prize is Kiss and Tell by Hubrism. Hello, rich and tropey romance feels. Hello, heartrending stakes. This is a fake dating story that feels ripped from the headlines, balancing perfectly swoony enemies to lovers chemistry with an undercurrent of all too real political unrest. The second story receiving the Paid Stories Prize is The House Above the Sea by Jay Nicole. This story is truly a gem. Its beautiful narration and paranormal twists captivated us. A nuanced coming-of-age story with plenty of ghosts, curses, and secrets to keep you hooked. And last but not least, the third story receiving the Paid Stories Prize is Kaleidoscopic by Casual Melodrama. It's a wonderful mashup of young adult and 1980s nostalgia, following 3 characters who find themselves in a love triangle as they navigate high school, identity, and relationship drama. It pulled at our heartstrings in the best way.
Congrats to all the Paid Stories winners.
When Wattpad was just a seed of an idea, founders Alan and Ivan saw digital publishing as the next big frontier for storytelling.
They were right. Seeing your name on your story on Wattpad is exciting, and imagine how thrilling it is to see it in print at your local bookstore.
The Wattpad Books Prize is an incredibly special award that includes a publishing deal with Wattpad Books.
Oh my god. Let's hear from someone you might recognize if you follow us on TikTok to find out which story is going to get the print treatment.
Hi, I'm Sanduli, taking a break from filming TikToks for Wattpad to share with you our next Wattie Award winner, the recipient of the Wattpad Books Prize, and possible future viral book talk title. And the winner of this year's Wattpad Books Prize is Mask of Celibacy by Carolyn Hill. And why was it chosen, you may ask? Here is what the Wattpad Books team had to say. Mask of Celibacy tackles issues such as asexuality and religion with nuance and balance. The main characters, Jess and Eric, are passionate about what they each believe, and that is exhibited in the writing. The book comes from a place of experience, and we're drawn into their stories and invested in their lives. We're delighted to select this title as the Wattie Award winner for 2021. Congratulations, Carolyn!
First, I would love to thank Wattpad, not only for this amazing award and for this outstanding opportunity, but also for providing us all with a uniquely collaborative experience that allows readers and writers to come together to create stories that are powerful and compelling. And it allows people with zero experience, like I had when I was 36 and started my writer's journey, to come in and try it for free. And some wonderful person, her name's Zoe, took me under her wing and taught me everything I know pretty much. And I didn't ask her, she just did it out of the kindness of her heart. And I wouldn't be here if it weren't for her. And for all of my other wonderful writer friends who have given me their constructive feedback and their powerful and positive, encouraging messages and all of that. And also, I'd like to thank those readers who have particularly reached out with their own similar experience. There's nothing quite so powerful as shared experience because it tells you that you're not alone. And that's why I wanted to share this story with the world, because I want people to know that you're not alone out there, that there are others who feel like you, not only about the asexuality aspect, but also about family conflicts and, the beauties of friendship, but also the trials of friendship, and coming and emerging from those conflicts as stronger, healthier people together. And with that in mind, I would like to encourage anyone out there who has a burning need to tell their own story to please share it with the world, because we want to read it. Thank you.
We're so proud of you, and so is everyone in the comments. Congratulations.
Yes, everybody needs a Zoe. Zoe, call me.
It just goes to show that it's never too late to share your story.
Now, those are just some of the stories from our incredible roster of winners at the 2021 Waddy Awards.
And now, for our genre categories. These winning stories make up some of the most fascinating categories of all, from the magical worlds and fantasy to the nail-biting mystery and thrillers,
To the spooky unknown of the paranormal,
and the thrills and chills of horror.
your unique worlds threw us in a time machine in the historical fiction category, had us clutching our hearts and reliving some of our formative firsts in the romance and young adult category. Your science fiction stories had us questioning the future,
While your fan fiction kept us reimagining new storylines in worlds with characters we already know and love.
you highlighted the golden moments of our late teens and early 20s in the new adult category.
You excavated the ups and downs of adulthood and chicklit.
And of course, made us howl at the moon with your best werewolf stories.
Suffice to say, your talent, imagination, and killer passion for storytelling reigned supreme this year, as always.
Here are the 2021 Waddy Award winners.
New adult winners.
Oh my goodness, these salacious titles.
In the nude.
Kiss and tell.
I know you know a lot about that.
Oh, you're right.
Fanfiction winners.
Love as you do. I will.
Oh,
Star Wars The Great Awakening.
I'm awake.
So am I.
Fantasy winners.
She loved me too.
Oh, look at the Sable Spy.
I love her haircut. I love a chic bob. The Priestess of the Moon. Uh-oh. Looks interesting.
Historical
fiction. Kaleidoscopic.
Wow.
Double rainbow. Oh my god.
Look at the gown on in Fair Verona.
Oh, I love period pieces. Horror winners. Blood on the Boardwalk. I got someone to clean that up. Or not.
Oh.
Last Scarecrow. What happened to the others?
Mystery thriller
winners. Apex.
Dead if you do. Dead if you don't.
Dead if you don't. Dead if you don't read, children. That's for sure.
Paranormal winners.
Impish. I love those boots. Got me a pair. We love yellow. The Marvella Mystic. Meow.
Romance winners.
Offside. Oh my goodness. Got me his contact info.
Just for tonight, Ben.
Okay, I won't blur the line.
The best man wins.
Ooh, but just for tonight.
Science fiction winners.
Road to Arcadia.
True.
I love the cover for Planet B. It looks like a party.
It
honestly.
does.
It really does.
In space.
In space.
Young adult winners.
Swipe right. I'm gonna have to give that a super like.
Ha! You're my favorite friend.
Oh, you're my favorite friend.
Oh my goodness. Chicklet winners.
Ooh, Falling for a Memory.
Can't
Done
remember
that
a thing.
before. Wow.
Werewolf winners.
Ooh, Make Them Scream.
I have.
too. Solar Flare. Look out for that.
Well, that's not the end of the show.
Absolutely not. In many ways, the show has just begun because we have yet to give out the most important awards of all time. I'll go first. Anna Simone, I'd like to award you with Prettiest Host.
Ben!
I mean it.
I have an award for you.
Stop.
I would like to award you with the award for Best Ben.
That's my name.
That is.
I won.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I won for you. Softest hands.
Oh, Ben!
This just in. We won another award. It's a tie. Most likely to be inspired.
And we were.
And we are. And guys, remember to add stories to your library, and we'll see you soon.
Keep reading.
And keep writing.
On behalf of us and everyone at Wattpad HQ, thanks for tuning in.
And we'll see you next year.